Springdale 285 rear living room fifth wheel here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a Keystone product, which is the largest producer of fifth wheels in the nation. Springdale is their most popular brand, actually. You hear a lot about the Cougars and the Montanas, but it is actually more Springdales that are built and sold than any other thing. This is your rank and file, good soldier family class trailer. It's proven itself to be a very reliable product that gets the job done very well. A lot of really cool updates on the recent product too. Like if you notice in this power awning, let me zoom in, see if you can see it here. You'll actually see speakers built right into the awning head. There you go. And that, if you notice, it points the speakers down toward your campsite. Now obviously with this J-feather here, I don't have the awning out all the way, so it does go down a little further. It doesn't come out just straight flat. The awning speakers pointing down keep the sound pointed toward your campsite and not at the neighbor's trailer. Now notice too the big LED light strip at the base of the awning, and it is C-channeled into the base, not glued, so when the trailer gets hot it won't melt off. And it does run the full length of the awning. I've seen some manufacturers, to save money, they will only buy 12-foot strings of lights and then they'll just center them under the awning. Well, it doesn't really give you full illumination. When the bottom side of the awning is white like this, the LED lights will reflect off the bottom of that and just make your whole campsite glow over here. This is not a drop frame trailer. Again, this is a good family class trailer. What that means is that there isn't a second section of the frame that drops here and goes under everything. But to compensate for that, they make an extra wide basement here. So like if you have extra wide folding chairs and things like that, you can actually load them in here. You don't have to scale down to bag chairs if you don't want to. Now, things like that LED awning, the awning speaker, stuff like that, that is part of a big adventure package. It's a big upgrade bundle on this RV, so it's a good time to mention that things like that, things like the outside TV hookup, the indoor TV on the swing arm mounts outside and can still pivot so you can have TV anywhere outside your camper. Those are options. This RV has a lot of options on it in this video. The interior color scheme in this video is called Morel, kind of like a mushroom. The point I'm getting at is that if your pictures look different from this video, the pictures are accurate and the video is here just to kind of describe what this is all about to you. Now, a couple things here. Aluminum wheels, they're not going to rust, they're going to look good over time, and this is a wide stance axle. That's going to help with stability over time. These Springdales, equipped properly, like this one, do have an enclosed heated underbelly, so that will extend your camping season. I'm not going to tell you this is an Alaska camper, but it does definitely help extend your camping season closer to that, 3.5 season mark. The outdoor shower here is just a really handy thing, especially on this side of the trailer. Usually it's on the other side. But right here it's really good for utility work, rinsing down the kids and whatnot. Oh, and they just went to a new Easy Adjust power awning. That's all it takes to adjust the height, or the pitch of the awning. So if you want to tilt the awning to get some rain runoff, you got it. Another recent update, you can really clearly see the white baggage door against the gray skin. That's another update, and they went to a very light gray so that you're not going to worry about the RV chalking over time. A lot of these RVs that had really black, dark skin, especially the ones with the nose caps, if it's not a painted nose cap, if it's a color-infused fiberglass, it's going to chalk and fade like crazy. And Springdale, being a member of the Keystone family, again, biggest producer of fifth wheels in the market, they can compare notes against their sister lines and say, oh, well, we don't want to make that mistake. Another thing I like to point out is look at all the windows on this. If you're looking for a lot of windows and a lot of light, this is your floor plan right here. The spare tire, something we like to add to all these, believe it or not standard on a lot of fifth wheels, and I've seen a lot of dealers, charge extra for stuff like that. I'd just rather your family be protected, really. Let's step inside for you. Oh, one more thing. Friction sprung door hinge. I can throw this door, and it doesn't slap against the side of the trailer. You see how hard you have to whip that thing. It takes a 25-mile-an-hour wind to blow that sucker shut. Long story short, it's not gonna get caught by the wind and slam against the side of the trailer. Once again, this is called the Morel color scheme, which is a darker sort of dark brown leatherette on the sofas and the rocking chairs, and then just a nice neutral, like brown tone but dark pattern on your fabrics here. It's the most popular color scheme that I've seen in Springdale, and It's really always proven itself nice and reliable. But again, your pictures can look different from this. So upgrades in here. You see that we have a freestanding dining table. So this thing can swing around anywhere. You could fold it down, and it can rest like a coffee table in front of your sofa or your chairs over here. You could use it in a sense like an island kitchen here. You could use it outside like a picnic table. You can do a lot of things with it. Now again, big windows. If you start looking at campers in this class, at these dollars and cents, you usually find smaller windows. Springdale didn't cut that corner. They kept the bigger windows in this RV to give you more light and more airflow. And look at those things. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you want to look out your campsite, this is what you want to see. You don't want to have to feel like you're looking through a porthole, you know, in a submarine. They do have some nicer residential lights here in the slide out just to really, just kind of touch up the class of it a little bit. Between your two seating areas in your slide, they've become very big on adding these little USB charging stations here with a 12 volt, what I call cigarette lighter. Back when I was growing up, they still called them that anyway. That helps you keep all your devices charged, you know, when you're on your campsite, your phones, your tablets, all that good stuff. So along with the big rear windows here, notice right when you walk in, they have linoleum flooring. That goes clear to the upstairs area through the kitchen. They have a little strip of carpet around the outside. One, to keep your toes warm here, and two, when you have a foot flush slide, you do need a little bit of carpet for it to glide on, basically. All of your windows do have the nicer night shades here. A lot of people say, well, why don't they have the day shades too? Because this is like an automotive tinted window. Basically, you know, you ever see car tint, you know, like the president rolls around in there? You can see into the, or out of the window, but you can't really see into it. So, here, let me take a seat. This is the view from one of your rear rocking chairs. So you see that you obviously have a very nice, wide, generous living room here with a very cool corner entertainment center. I like a corner entertainment center because everyone gets a better view of it. Now what's really awesome here is, again, this TV is swing arm mounted. So if you want to sit on the sofa, turn it that way. You want to read, you want to sit in the rear chairs, you can turn it that way. The Bluetooth enabled soundbar here allows you to take something like your phone and wirelessly hook up to that and enjoy all sorts of different media options without ever having to plug in a wire. The little electric space heating fireplace down here is something you don't normally see in this class, and it is one of those things where it is part of that adventure package I've mentioned a few times. It's an upgrade bundle that's going to give you a little more value for your dollar, and thankfully, because we're a big volume dealership, you're really not paying for it. I don't know if I mentioned, this is a flip-out hide-a-bed sofa, but it's not an inner spring, it's not a air mattress, it is a memory foam sofa, so it holds its shape, it's far more comfortable. There's no air beds that can go flat at night, and there's no bars in your back. You see all the storage here in this kitchen. That is one of the things I like about this. Most rear living rooms just don't have kitchens. They just don't have good kitchen space. And this is one of the best laid out, you know, family class rear living rooms I've seen. You know, if this is something you're looking to do some good, fun summertime type camping, this is your camper. So with the big sink cover on here, you see that you have all this usable countertop space. You've seen all the pantry space I've opened up here, including this big floor-to-ceiling pantry over here. Now, right below the oven, this black box, that is a central vacuum cleaner. If you back in the basement when we were outside looking in the underbelly, there was a green mesh bag. Well, that was all the hoses and connectors for this central vacuum. So it's really easy to keep this camper clean. The whole point of this RV is that you turn the key, you go outside, you have some fun. It's just supposed to be easy. Now, this thing right here, let me give us a clear view. This is a 7 cubic foot refrigerator. Most of the time you get a 6. It's 17% larger, again, just to give you a little bit more value. And you notice it just has the easy open handles here. You don't have to be a hand contortionist to open it. And of course it's larger, so it's more time spent on your campsite. Another thing, it's small, but these have actual metal inserts. They're magnetic, so if you like to use magnets, you can do that in this camper. You can't do that in most campers, interestingly. Let's step up here. I do like this big window in the hallway moving up to the bedroom. It does let in a lot of light, and you notice it opens for airflow. Similarly, we have 2 opposing windows here in the bedroom that can open for ventilation, as well as a vent above. So if you dry camp or you like fresh air at night, you can get a nice breeze rolling through here. It is worth mentioning too, if you start peeking up here, you'll see that there are power outlets hidden on each side of the bed so that you can, you know, run your CPAP machines. It is also worth mentioning, whenever you see something like this next to a roof vent, that is an indicator that this is a 50 amp service coach. What that means in English is you have the option of adding a second air conditioner here if you want to. If you don't want to do that and you want to use a 30 amp campsite, not a problem. It's a simple $9 adapter. You can use this 50 amp coach on a 30 amp site and take this camper anywhere, anytime. This also has a very, very nice bathroom with a lot of floor space, which is highly unusual for something in its class. We do have a full porcelain stool here, not plastic. The advantage of porcelain over plastic is that you can actually, it's not porous. You can scrub on it, you can clean it, you can use some really harsh abrasives. When it's not porous, it doesn't give bacteria a place to grow, so it doesn't stain like a plastic stool. It doesn't produce odors like a plastic stool. Now, you know, I'm 6'3" with some boots on here, and you see that up here in the bathroom, in your upper deck, your bathroom and bedroom, I have plenty of room to walk around. I'm not going to hit my head on stuff. Obviously a nice corner shower here. Let me slide in here a little bit. Now this is something else I really like to point out. They actually give you a linen cabinet in the bathroom, and a lot of larger, more expensive fifth wheels simply don't do that. Again, there's a lot of attention to detail paid at Springdale's. But what's amazing is a lot of my favorite parts are the things that you don't see. Like the fact that this entire deck is one piece. It's a one-piece 5/8 sheeting called Dynaspan. It's 50% stronger than plywood. Then the fact that it's one piece means it's seamless. So when you're bouncing this thing down the road, it's like an earthquake inside. So if you have multiple boards, one might be inclined to pop up on top of another one. Well, if it's one sheet, that's just not possible. That also means this floor doesn't squeak. You know, some campers are bigger people. Let's be honest with one another. Americans are a little bit heavier people. I'm currently losing some weight right now because I've, you know, been carrying a little too much around the midsection, unfortunately. You know, after 4 years, the excuse of baby weight doesn't really work as well. But, the point is, we're bigger people, and we need coaches that are built to accommodate that and be realistic. And that's what this is. This is an American camper, and I really like that fact. You know, it's made an hour away from our dealership. You know, we're very close to where these things are put together. So we get to go down to the factory. We get to see this stuff put together. We get to meet the people that build it. It's very nice to do that. And on top of that, you know, we do have a full parts accessory center. We do hitching, financing, trades, everything. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping. Have some fun.